But now I want to demonstrate how someone can work on racism using a friend. You're my friend, right?
Right, absolutely.
Right? So I just want to review what I'm going to do with you. You, of course, are going to just be silent. You're going to give me your wonderful eye contact. No matter where I'm looking, you are going to be ready to look me in the eye. And you're not going to look worried or alarmed. And no matter what I do, and I know you are able to accept emotionality. A lot of people in our culture are absolutely petrified of other people's emotionality, and they're also petrified of their own, which is very unfortunate, because it prevents us from facing reality. And I myself, I'm going to try to really focus inward on what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling. I'm going to say the first thoughts that come to my head after I say the word racism, and I'm not going to control this. You be ready for that. I'm not going to try to censor this. Not at all. It's too important. The future of the world is too important for people of white skin to maintain the attitude and belief system of racism. And I'm going to use my voice. If I want to, I'm going to speak loudly or softly or energetically. And I'm going to look in the camera some of the time. See, I have years of experience at accessing my emotions, but that triggering thought that evoked the emotion was oh Lord, Barack Obama is running for president. Someone who has overcome our culture's not intentional but very real conditioning, which said you are not as good as white people. I hate to think that anyone would be born and raised to think that they might not be as good as white people. For one thing, we're not totally white. We come in a lot of colors, and sometimes I'm pink, and sometimes I'm pale. And I'm not laughing because I'm entertaining myself or entertained. Laughter is one way that our minds reduce stress. And our minds are born to reduce stress so that we can then notice the next thoughts and then notice the next emotions. So laughter reduces tension. I'm not laughing because I think it's funny. I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's funny to think that so many people might not vote for a person who just might be able to be one of the best presidents we've ever had. And what is a good president? He's someone who's thinking about the welfare of an entire nation, not just a few, and who's actually thinking about the welfare of people on our planet, not just people in the United States. Is there anything you'd like to say, though, right now, about anything you've seen me do just now?
No.
Did you react at all to any thoughts that I shared?
Yes, I did.
Could you single out one?
Well, I would say that it's a terrible waste.
Well said. A terrible waste. And a person is fortunate enough to be born on planet Earth and to experience all the wonderful things that planet Earth has to offer. And then we have racism and exploitation of other human beings. We can change. We can change, but we can't do it just through thinking. We have to do it through dealing with our emotions. Because emotions also hold in place our racist thinking. So I'll end up with racism. Now, the harder you laugh in general, you can be sure the more it hurts. If you're going to work on racism, you have to be ready for emotion. This is not just an intellectual exercise. This is a human exercise with human emotions. We cannot fear our feelings if we're going to help this world. But racism... Now, I was actually having a surge of emotion, not on that thought, but I was thinking... I was thinking this. Barack Obama is running for president in spite of growing up inclined by our culture to feel he was inferior, unable to think, to reason. And one thing we white people don't realize is growing up in an atmosphere like that, but it says to every child of a darker skin color who's also African American that you'll never be good enough. You'll never achieve the highest aspirations. And it's a lie. It's a lie. And white people, we white people, can help our dark-skinned friends set the highest goals possible. If we tackle our racism, we can tackle anything, including classism. So, that's how you work on racism. You just have to make a decision. I'm going to let myself feel it. And you can learn to do it. You can learn to do it quickly, just like I have. There was no warm-up here. I'm not going to let racism get in my way. If you too want to work on your racism, get a friend and do a video. And just go with your first thoughts and follow them. But don't say anything racist. You can access all of this emotion without one racist word. You do not have to pile racism on someone else in order to work on it. So, thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you very much. Bye-bye.